All right, so welcome to our tour of the Norwegian Gem. So we are currently at the very front of the ship on deck 14, all the way up at the top. It is very windy out here, but this is kind of just a sun deck area. And right back over there is where I got sunburned the first time I was on this ship. We sat out here for a couple hours, and like an idiot, I did not have sunscreen on. So, walking towards the back of the ship now. This is a significantly busier portion of this deck. So, we'll just slip through nice and quiet and then move on. Alright, so we are now back at the aft of the ship on deck 14. Now this is a split deck, so there's a portion at the front and there's a portion at the back. Back here we have the rock climbing wall. And then there's a stadium seating area to overlook the sports court down on 13. And that concludes deck 14. I'll see you down on 13. Alright, so here we are at the front of deck 13 now in Spinnaker Lounge. It's a very nice lounge. There's a bar over here. And we hung out there for the military appreciation program. It's a nice lounge. Right. Got elevators there. And then we head outside. Now, I don't have my wind mic on my camera, so this might be a little windy. But over here, Bali High Bar, also the designated smoking area, and keep working our way down along. To do the rest of deck 13. Part of the jogging track, which we will see, and wind. Pop in here for a minute to Moderno's and the sugarcane bar. And Cab News is over here with more elevators. Alright. So back outside into the wind, we have the giant chessboard, which my mother and I will be having a rematch on today, because the first time we were on the Gem, I lost. She doesn't beat me at chess often, but she did here. So we gotta rematch that. Have a nice little sports court area here. And continuing back around to the very aft of the ship on deck 13, we have more of sports court, really full court. There's a full basketball court here. Sorry. A little observation sun area here. Just real quick, coming back down the other side of deck 12, or deck 13, this is. We got the big Norwegian Gem logo. More wind, I know, I'm sorry. But we got the big Norwegian Gem logo. And we have a shuffleboard court and checkers. That's the other side of deck 13. Alright, so welcome to the front of deck 12, where we have the fitness center and the Mindara Spa and Salon. Good morning. Card room and library there, as well as the photography studio. And we come out to the Lido deck, where it's not as busy as I thought it would be right now on a sea day, but it's still fairly early. But I plan to spend some time out here later today. Of course, we've got Topsiders Bar and Grill. Great lunch option, especially if you're liking sitting back by the pool. Then we head a little further back and we get into the Garden Cafe, a little sitting area there. Before that now, we have Splash Academy here and Entourage. Teen Lounge is over there, and we have the video arcade. So, it's not a huge arcade, but it is here. So, there is that. Oh, thank you. Now we're heading back to go through Garden Cafe. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy.
Oh, happy, washy. Of course. At Henny Buffet, they are still serving breakfast. So, some of the options. Whoop. And I feel like this is fairly standard fare breakfast. But they do have fresh made omelet station, which is awesome. They have several of those, so never super busy. And your drink station with coffee, juice, that kind of stuff. And we head back into just really extra seating area with another drink station. Hello, good morning.
Oh, yeah, the pronunciation of Y is yo.
Morning. And we are going to head back to what is one of mine and Mom's favorite spots, which is the great outdoors. Just more seating area here. There's a TV on that side there, which is cool. Hello. And we are here at the great outdoors. Oh, excuse me. Oh. All right, so decks 11, 10, and 9 are all staterooms. The only thing on deck 8 that is not is Oceans. They were on a Christmas cruise, so they do have some Christmas decorations up. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Irish pub on board, which I have eaten at pretty much every day that I have been on the ship, which probably isn't the best for my health, but I'm on a cruise. What does that matter, right? This is what Oceans is. And real quick before we step out of here, I want to show you the light fixture for the atrium. I love this thing. It's super cool. It's just a bunch of light bulbs. It changes light or changing colors, and I spent a lot of time just sitting here staring at this. So it's a cool light fixture. And that is the end of deck 8. I'll see you back on deck 7. Alright, so here we are at the front of deck 7, where we have the Stardust Theater, upper levels. And Trade Winds, the tax and duty-free store on board. I'll take a quick peek around here. And of course, jewelry, watches, perfumes and things are standard. Cruise fares, cigarettes, wine. It's kind of a maze in here, but here. Well, shirts and things. So these are all in Trade Winds here. And then we will proceed along to Orchid Garden, one of the specialty restaurants on board, and the sake bar, which I have not drank at yet. Plan to do that tonight. And around here is the other specialty dining restaurant, Teppanyaki, where I will be eating tonight. So there is that. Oh, okay. I heard it's okay, it's okay. I thought they were telling me I could go in. They weren't talking to me. So, but I'll be in Teppanyaki tonight, so I'll be able to get some footage there. And continuing down along the hallway here, run into more elevators and then out into the atrium. So here we are in the atrium. The atrium bar, they've got some sort of event going on. Not really quite sure what it is. It looks like a giant Sudoku. So there's that. Along here, we've got Tides, another shopping option, restaurant reservations, guest services, the short excursions desk, and the cruise next desk, and Christmas decorations, more of those. And then I'm good. We will proceed down this side of the ship into the art gallery.
I think the three of us keep it for one. Yeah.
Yeah. And tucked in here in the little nook is the internet cafe. And heading up to the very front of the ship on deck 7, we have Bliss Lounge and Nightclub. See if I can slip in there. I can. Cool. They have it set up right now for the art gallery, or the art auction. But this is a interesting space, because I've been in here twice now at night, and one night you could hardly call it a nightclub, and the other night you actually had people doing stuff and dancing and things. I'm also spotting some nerd art. Iron Man versus Cap and Yoda up there. Oh, there's also Grogu, and I didn't watch The Mandalorian, so the name is escaping me. But I remember Grogu. And more Star Wars stuff. So there's definitely some art for everyone in here, I guess. Morning. And then proceeding back down the other side of deck 7, we have the photo gallery. We can come get all your professional pictures and all that if you don't want to just do it on the app. They have this option available for you. And they got other things with cameras and picture frames and stuff. Now, that is option. And then we are back in the atrium, so I'll see you down on the next deck. Alright, so down at the front of deck 6, we have the lower deck levels of the Stardust Theater. And on this side, we have the Gem Casino, which today is a sea day, so they are open and running the casino. And we got a variety of table games and slots. It is not a huge casino from what I've seen on some ships, but if you're a gambler, you've got a spot. Continuing along, we go into Bar City. So, over here, we have a little lounge area they have, and the cigar lounge, which I find this interesting. Cigars are fine, but cigarettes, not so much. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, in my opinion. So, but here is a look inside the cigar lounge. Now, coming out here on our right, we have Le Bistro. We have more Christmas decorations and Magnum's Champagne and Wine Bar. Plenty of seating areas here to enjoy. Bars, Shakers, Martini, Cocktail Bar, and what's more my speed is the beer and whiskey bar. So, again, plenty of seating around for those bars. And we head further down, we run into Magenta, which is, I believe, closed. So. All right. All right, so I will see you down on the next deck, which is going to be 4, because 5 is all staterooms. There's not much on 4, but I'll show you down there. Alright, y'all, this is the Grand Pacific dining room. But to be honest, I don't know what happened. I thought I was recording walking in. I wasn't. Trying to stop recording, I apparently started recording. But I figured I'd leave this little chunk in at least so you could see what the dining room looks like. Final little place to show you is down here on deck 4. This is the medical center. It is accessible via the midship stairs and elevators. So this will conclude our tour of the NCL Gem.